Hello, and welcome to another episode of Writing in Cards with Books. I'm Jaclyn.
And I'm Jaclyn's husband.
And today, we're going to be discussing Nothing Special, Volume 1.
It is very special.
Through the Elder Woods by Katie Cook. This is published by 10 Speed Press or 10 Speed Graphic. And it is a young adult book, but is appropriate for all readers. I would say so.
I would say so too.
There's no cussing. They almost cuss though. But it is adorable.
Yeah.
The main character is 17, almost 17, and her name is Callie. And she thinks she is nothing special, but there is something special about her. She can see creatures that have died, mostly plants, that have died, and their little spirits look like little glowy balls.
Right.
Is that a good description?
Yeah, they look like themselves. Like Radish looks like a radish.
But they all kind of look the same.
Oh, sure.
All the other plants kind of look like little bulbs of themselves.
Right. Radish
Except for
just
like the
happens to be a
giant
bulb.
tree. But he looks like a blob ghost, but that's a different book. So anyways.
That's a different book.
Yeah, Beetle and the Hollow Bones, the character's name is Blob Ghost. It's like one of my favorite books. But anyways, so Callie can see these little beings, and she talks to them like they're her only friends, and she thinks she's nothing special, even though she is, because you can see these things.
Well, she thinks she's fully human.
Yeah, she doesn't know what she is, and her dad won't tell her until she's older, and she finally figures out that 17 must be that when you're older age, and so she's almost 17, and she really wants to know.
All kind of bad things happen when you're 17.
Yeah, what's my age again? And then Declan, they become friends, even though Declan's known Callie his whole life, but she's kind of in her own little world, keeps to herself, kind of. But they do become friends because he can see the things too.
Right.
And he thinks he's human. He doesn't know what he is because he's raised by a human grandmother. He doesn't know his parents. So they have a lot in common. And one day they go back to Callie's house, and her dad is missing, right?
Right.
And it was her birthday.
They own a spell shop.
Yeah.
Like, they know these other little creatures, fairy creatures and stuff exist.
But she's not allowed past the threshold.
Right.
And that's all she knows. So it's her birthday. It's her 17th birthday. She goes back to the store, and her dad is missing. So she takes it upon herself to go find her dad and cross over into this fairy world, basically.
Fairy world!
Right?
Sure. Yep. Sounds good so far.
Is that a good summary?
Yeah. It's a journey to find one's father and themselves along the way.
Oh my gosh. So what did you think of this book?
Well, I love the book. I love Katie Cook to begin with. So let's get this out of the way. It's a Katie Cook done book. I'm going to love it.
It's a Katie Cook book.
It's a Katie Cook book.
It's my favorite thing to say.
Which is yes. I love saying that. So if you don't follow Katie Cook on social media, just go follow Katie Cook on social media. Just do that thing
This
for
Katie
yourself.
Cook. There's many Katie Cooks in the world.
This Katie Cook.
But this Katie Cook is a treasure.
So this book right now is up for one of my best books of the year.
Did this come out this year?
Yes, it came out this year. Volume 1 and Volume 2 came out, but we're not talking Volume 2.
You're going to have many Katie Cook books on your top.
Right, so basically this is up for my book of the year. Right now I have 3 books that are up for book of the year, and this is one of them. So that'll be another show at a later date on what we pick as our books of the year, but this is definitely it.
This is up for contention.
The art in it is wonderful. She does great art. The storytelling and writing and the small little puns, and then like the little things.
The little details.
Yeah.
The welcome mat says, "Hi, I'm Matt."
It's just little things like that make this book a lot of fun, but it tells an important story, right? Mm-hmm. It's really a story about someone trying to find herself basically after being told her whole life that, like, you can't do this and you can't do this. Yeah. And there's good reasoning, right? It's not...
Yeah, of course. There's always a good reason, but that doesn't make it any less hard.
Correct.
She doesn't really have anybody but her dad. Like, that's her whole world is her dad, and she wants to be like an apprentice to her dad, and he's like, nah.
Right. So it begins as a journey to really find her father, but at the end of the day, it's really she found out about herself and what she is capable of and can do.
Yes. So on this journey, she, my favorite character is the Radish. And so it is the soul of a dead radish that was used as a garnish on a salad. Not part of the salad, but a garnish of the salad. And they have like a...
And he was mad about that.
He has an existential crisis about being a radish again. Like, what if I reincarnated and I'm just a garnish again? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They were the best character in this book. And I'm waiting on Kickstarter, but I need my stuffed radish.
All right, so Katie Cook did do a Kickstarter for a radish that's a part of this series, and we did that. So
I need the radish
The radish
because
is gonna be great.
they're kind of like the guardian of Callie. Like, they keep all the other little buggers away.
Right.
Not that they're bad. And then Declan, it kind of feels like he needs to protect her because he's in love with her, right? And
Yeah.
then along the way, they also meet this other kid named Lasser, who is a demon prince.
Yes, he's a demon
And
prince.
he wants Callie to be with him so he can use her for her, oh my gosh, what is the word? Muse.
Yeah.
Because she's a muse, and he wants to use her for what he can use her for.
And in this book, basically, a muse is mean that people are attracted to her, right? So
Not like physically.
not
but
physically, but just because she's a muse.
Like a magnet.
Right.
Like that kind of
That
attraction.
kind of attraction, right. Right. So like these ghosts of these vegetables and everything, they're attracted to her because she's a muse. And so sometimes they get too close, but not right.
They swarm to her, and she needs a little space.
Right.
But so there's a good cast of characters, and hijinks and adventure. An adventure is an unusual and exciting, typically hazardous experience.
Yes, we do get chapter names and definitions, and
I love Katie's
show some of the art.
handwriting. Katie's handwriting. It's really hard to see because of the sun.
we'll turn off on another road somewhere here along the
But
way.
it was originally published as a webtoon, so it's short chapters, and I love the handwriting and there's like little floaty radish-looking creatures. I don't know what vegetables they are, what plants they are,
Right.
but I'm just gonna call them all radishes.
Sure.
They're always floating around in the margins, and there's like one Lasser kills this other creature, and then a ghost of another one goes on the bottom and is like, he ate my cousin, I'm getting away from him. Like stuff like that is just fun.
And just so you know, yes, her story, Katie Cook wrote this story as a webtoon. It is a webtoon, but for when she does these books, she redraws a lot of the pages for these books to make them fit in the format. So if you've caught it on webtoons, the art is going to be a lot of the art. Not, I won't say a lot, but there are art that is completely different. There's art that's completely different in this book. So that is not...
So it's reformatted for the graphic novel. 'Cause
Right.
I've read some books that were webtoons, then they're in print, and the formatting just doesn't feel right. But this one...
Yeah, she reformats all the webtoons to fit in the book. And so you can't really...
See this little tree? It's a ghost of a tree. This was Declan's treehouse tree when he was a kid. So it sticks around so he can be friends with Declan. It's
funny.
just adorable. Like all the little things. But going into spoilers, the plot twist
Spoiler
is
alert.
that Callie's mother is the one that kidnapped her father, kind of as a sacrifice to protect Callie. But of course, Callie's going to go looking for her dad. So then there's a big fight sequence.
Fight!
But as soon as you see her mom, you know it's her mom because...
Well, they look exactly like.
Yeah, so this is one of like the fight scenes. The art is just so magical, and I feel like it's kind of sparkly without the sparkles. Like it's just, I love it so much. All the expressions and the little creatures and the little things in the background. It really shines through.
Right. I mean, and the thing is, it's very, like I said, it's a very upbeat book, but there's like serious story points to it. So you get out of it, just like anything else, what you want to get out of it. But it's upbeat, right? Like there's challenges in it, but
it's really heavy physically. When I was reading it, my thumb was sore because
it's like 400 pages, right?
Yes, this man likes hardcovers, and like, how can you read a 400-page hardcover without getting blisters on your thumb?
I love this book. I love it.
It's so good. It's so
I have
good
like 3
that he
copies
has
of
3
it.
copies of it, and we'll have to do volume 2 soon because volume 2 just came out last week or so.
Like a week or 2 ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So both volume 1 and volume 2 both came out this year. Volume 3 will be out next year.
Volume 1 does have an ending, but it also doesn't have an ending.
It's an ending.
Like it ends, but like you want to know more, so I want to read it soon. But also, after the epilogue, so whatever you call that.
The epilogue?
The bonus content? Look at Radish!
The after credit scenes?
Yeah, the after credit scenes. Radish has a composition notebook. He hijacks it from Katie Cook and takes notes. I like the behind the scenes of like the process of like all the work it takes to make a graphic novel, and I can't even imagine writing a webtoon. You make updates like weekly, and then you have to reformat for a graphic novel, all the writing, the thumbnails, putting it all together, inking it, coloring it. Like
Right.
It's so much work, especially for one cartoonist to do all of that by themselves, and it does not go unappreciated. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, all the characters in here are great. Lots of strife. If you want a love triangle, it's got it. If you
if you can call it that.
if you can call it that, but still.
Oh my gosh, Lasser it's funny in the end though because they hire him to work at the magic shop, and please excuse the help. He's new and weird. Books. Buy 3 for the price of 3. We'll trade for Hamilton tickets.
But it's got like spirits. It's got
It's
fairies.
magical realm
Yeah.
of fun and exciting and cuteness. And overall, it's just a feel-good story.
It is a feel-good story.
And I know he always complains I read sad stuff all the time. So thank you for making me read this.
But say, I made her read this. This is not normally something that she would want to read because it's not sad enough.
That's not true. I've been wanting to read this.
It's not sad enough for
I
her.
just want to read so many things.
I just want to read stuff sadder.
That's not true.
It is true.
But it is funny. Every time I try to read an uplifting book, it ends up being sad. Like, I just am drawn to sad books. I can't help it.
This book does not end up sad. There's
No.
sad components in
There's
it.
a kidnapping.
Well, I just said.
Or dad napping.
Dad napping. There's sad components in it just because it's got to have story, right?
She may or may not have had to kill her mother. I mean, that's sad.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
her mother may or may not have deserved it.
oh yes, she is not a nice mother.
But once
Anyway,
again, the mother is not what you think either, so it's a completely different
she's like a
creature.
garden nymph. Is that what you would call her?
She's something. She's
She's a tree.
Spoiler alert. Her mom's a tree. And there's some good stuff around that too, right?
Yeah.
Because you're probably sitting there asking yourself, a tree and a human.
How does that work? Well, Lasser, or was it Lasser?
Yeah, it was Lasser.
Also had that question.
He did.
And so when the mom becomes in her human form, he's like, well, that answers a question that I had.
And that's the only time it's talked about.
Yeah.
Is in that one statement. Well, that answers the question.
See, that's why books like these are perfect for adults.
That's why I love stuff like this. It's why it's my favorite stuff.
You need humor like this in
I
your
do.
life.
It is. That's why I love it.
Yes.
Like, I 100% get Katie Cook's humor. Like,
Yes.
she is
So-
right up my alley.
If you need a cute radish in your life, I highly recommend Nothing Special. And just know you are something special. There's nothing special about you. I mean, just kidding.
Let's try that again.
You are something special, not
Right.
nothing special.
Yes.
I said what I meant.
That's right.
So, nothing special.
If you think you're nothing special, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're something special.
Nothing special. This book is very, son, you keep going around turns.
It's, it's these roads.
I have no idea where we are.
That's because we're doing a riding in cars with a book.
Yes. So Nothing Special, Volume 1, Through the Elder Woods. Volume 2 will be coming soon. Our video.
Just say Volume 2 is out. We just got to we'll do a video.
We can't do spoilers right when the book comes out.
Right.
That's
so
not fair.
it'll be a month or two before we do Volume 2.
You can check it out on Webtoon or in print. It's available in multiple formats.
Yep.
And
Woohoo!
hopefully by my next video, I'll have a stuffed radish.
Hopefully.
I wanted to wait to do this video for my stuffed radish. That's what I was waiting on. But
That Kickstarter's been going on
Impatient McGee over here wanted to do it now.
Oh, your life's so hard.
It is.
Yeah, I'm sorry I gave you an uplifting book to
Thank
read.
you. I enjoyed it. And Watson enjoyed it too.
Yes, he did. He always enjoys everything.
He was my book rest while I was reading. So, anywho's, if you like this video, like the video, comment down below any other books you want us to discuss.
Tell all your friends to subscribe to our channel.
We would love that.
Please. Yeah, and give us other books that you would like for us to maybe read.
We're indecisive people, so please help.
Yeah, that's just pick something and we'll do it.
Yes. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.